Major moves are happening in the crypto market right now. And over the weekend, this bear flag in Bitcoin continued to play out. This is one of the most bearish signals you can possibly get in the crypto market, and we are ready. Guys, we saw a bear flag play out here, and the price dropped significantly. We're seeing it play out again, and we can expect further moves down. But there's a lot in the fundamental analysis portion of the crypto market that we need to watch. I'm going to go over that today. And with that, how's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. As of today, our traders have earned 314 wins with 0 losses in the last 33 months, thanks to our trade setup calls. Tomorrow, we have a brand new future forecast coming out, and it's covering some major changes coming to the Trade Confident website. All good. Guys, it's going to be awesome. Previously, we talked about how things are getting serious, and we are days away from a potential collapse. This collapse is something you need to be ready for and aware of because it could be the true start of the bear market. If you're not a member yet, you can sign up at the links in the description down below for 25% off your first month if you want to get access to those benefits. Getting started, we're trading Bitcoin USD on the daily time frame with the market cycle highs and lows and the Pro Trade Manager. Before we get into the technicals, let's take a look at the fundamentals. Huge players are starting to stand for delivery on silver, and what happens next could be unprecedented. Thank you, Tom, for sending this in to us. Guys, if you have something that you feel is important that we need to know about, feel free to email us at betradeconfident@gmail.com. The video is here. We're posting our Morning Brew overview, quick market updates every single weekday morning. Thank you to Shushil, Derek, Samantha, Ross, Joel, Holly, Faye, Matt, Gunter, Aaron, Glenn, Matt, Elaine, Toomey, and Jason. We're so thrilled to have you part of the Trade Confident family. Guys, we are at 1.97%, and it's only December 8th. Things are getting interesting on the Japanese 10-year LSCG. What happens next, if this continues as expected, is the Japanese carry trade scenario. And as this plays out, we've seen massive crashes from there. We have huge updates coming to our members this week. We'll be talking about this in a later video. On a year-to-year basis, XRP remains the relative standout, holding on to a modest 4% gain despite the broader pullback. XRP is still our number one holding. Guys, tons and tons of information through this weekend, all free on our Telegram channel. Links in the description down below as well. All right, let's take a look at technicals. Once again, we are in a bear flag. What I'm going to do here, though, is adjust the top of this flagpole to right about here. That's because this is also a bear flag pattern. Right here, boom, and right here, boom. From the top to that bottom is a bear flag. From that top right here of the flagpole to the bottom support level, we can then take that to the point of breakout, and it landed exactly at the beginning of the current bear flag pattern. We're going to do the same thing now. We're going to go to the top of the flagpole, go to the absolute bottom of the bear flag, take that and bring it to the point of breakout. We're just going to assume it breaks out now. Now, this, of course, is not financial advice. I'm not telling you it is going to break out, but if it does right now, the current target sits at about $58,000. This is something that is directly lined up in this video right here. Our future forecast about 4 episodes ago, we're preparing for Bitcoin at $57,000. And this is not a guess. Historical proof using the number 54. You're going to want to watch that as soon as possible for more reasons why $57,000 to $58,000 could be the main target. Now, I know this is higher up than the original $50,000, but I felt it was necessary to update what this line looked like because of the previous bear flag here. I didn't want to include this as a flagpole since this was its own pattern. The flagpole now starts here at a value of about $114,000, and we are heading down from there. At this time, we are still looking technically bearish on the market cycle highs and lows and the Pro Trade Manager. Not even technically on the Pro Trade Manager. We are seeing a red oscillator signal. Once this crosses into the green areas down here, and especially if we can find a green, bright green reading with bright green bars and a green dot, that's where the bottom signal typically comes in. But until then, we are bearish. Right now we have red. Whenever we see red, this is where we're seeing drops in the market, especially if we see bright red bars with those red dots to call the top. Market cycle highs and lows still has us trading between caution and mild caution. Now, in a bull market, these would absolutely be bullish. This is typically the bottom we're looking at in a bull market where the price is continuing upwards. But in a bear market, let's take a look at 2022. Right about here, it wasn't until we got concern, fear, and max fear that we found the bottom. What I want you to notice is that green dots are correlating with just about every single bottom that plays out. Right here, we got max fear reading right here. Green dots, green dot right here, move up. Green dot, all of this was fantastic and called the exact bottom section, with Bitcoin trading between $16,000 and $20,000. That is exactly what we're looking for, because here at Trade Confident, we're calling this a bear market. So as the price drops, we want to see concern, fear, and max fear, and green dots to call the absolute bottom of the move, which would at that point be an ideal dollar cost average entry for long-term investments. All we need to do is set some alerts. I want to make sure we're not missing it. We've already set them previously, so I'm just going to go through this real quick. Click Create Alert. Switch this to the market cycle highs and lows. You're going to set one alert for concern, one for fear, and one for max fear. We're going to go for concern here. Once per bar close, click Create. This will let you know when we reach concern readings on the market cycle highs and lows. Again, we already have fear and max fear, so that covers these bottom two boxes. From there, we're going to set the Pro Trade Manager, keep it at a long entry, short take profit. Once per bar close, we're clicking Create, and this will let you know every single time a candle closes with a green dot. Now, if you're a dollar cost average trader, you're just slowly entering into the market as the price drops, you're not really concerned about exact bottoms, you can use these green dots to your advantage. Just enter every time there is a green dot. If you are looking for the absolute bottom, though, I'm personally waiting till we see concern, fear, or max fear, and then looking for a green dot before making my entry. Guys, it's as simple as that. If you don't have these indicators loaded up on your charts, now is the time to snag them. Our older indicators earned 314 wins and 0 losses between the indicator signals and the risk management, and these brand new AI indicators are even better. On top of massive discounts for our indicators, our members can access the future forecast and trade setup videos, and this is how we're maximizing profit. Links are in the description down below. Membership is the first link. Click that, and it's going to bring you to our sign up page where you can get 25% off your first month. That is less than $50 to get started. Head to the indicator tab, and you can get, as a member, $150 off each the Pro Trade Manager, the market cycle highs and lows, and the volume bubbles indicators. If you've previously purchased our Pro Indicator Pack or TC Top and Bottom Finder, email in at betradeconfident@gmail.com, and you're eligible for an even larger 60% off coupon for each of these AI indicators. With that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Remember, trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the membership for tomorrow's future forecast episode. Don't miss out.